Meek, Monroe, show. Meek, Monroe, show. Meek, Monroe, show. Meek, Monroe, show. I know you.
Guys, and thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. I'm Meek Monroe, and this is another segment of In Your Closet. So I recently went to New York for New York Fashion Week, and I had an amazing experience, a lot of fun, and it was definitely very interesting. I can honestly say I look forward to going back again because I experienced some things that I would have never expected to experience. I have a lot of photos, I have some videos, so I'm not going to talk very much because I think you guys would probably prefer to see exactly what I saw and be able to somewhat live through my experience. So I'll share a couple things with you, and then I'll go ahead and let you guys have fun with that. Number one, the experience was amazing because I felt like I lived there, like I belonged, like it felt like my place. It really made me feel like I can dive into being who I wanted to be, wear what I wanted to wear, and not be worried or stared at, you know, and like awe of like, what is she doing? So that was kind of cool. I had a photo shoot with an awesome photographer. Her name's Dee. My cousin's friend BC hooked me up with Dee, and that was phenomenal. I'll have tons of photos to share on the blog in the upcoming weeks of the shoot that I took with Dee out in New York. Man, the pictures are great. Nice street style, some cool looks. I have a little sexy to show you all. I think you're going to enjoy that. I also was able to visit my company's headquarters. I work for American Express. I'm always excited to hang out there. I hung out with the president of the Global Corporate Payments Department, which is the department I work in. That's Susan Savitt. That was an amazing experience. Always good to hang out with Susan. She's such a wealth of knowledge and such an amazing person and such an inspiration to a woman like myself. I also hung out with one of my clients, U.S. Polo Association, also Jordache Entertainment, which was super cool. My friend who tagged along with me, LaMonica, she actually have cousins who work for Nike. So Nike headquarters was super awesome. Really cool. Funny because I had on some shoes and her cousin was like, "Are those Adidas?" Luckily they were Steve Madden because clearly that wouldn't have worked out, right? I was hooked up by my Aunt Michelle to hang out with her niece, Brandy, over at Fox News, and I was able to get my face beats. Gosh, she did my face in like 15-20 minutes. It was phenomenal. A full face of makeup in that little amount of time. Clearly, that's why she's a celebrity stylist, makeup artist. It makes sense, right? Let's see. I mean, I did so much. You know, I rode the subway. I got off on the wrong stop. Yeah, I shopped till I couldn't drop. And I ended up dragging like a 15-pound bag of stuff down on the subway, and it was so horrible. I was actually there during 9/11, so the memorial was very lit up and the area was very nice. That was exciting. I caught up with an old friend from LSU, Emil. He took us out to see a brass band who just so happened to be out of New Orleans, out in Brooklyn. That was so cool. LaMonica and I spent some time on a boat. We did lunch. We were able to see the Brooklyn Bridge, the Statue of Liberty. That was super duper cool. I've never had lunch on a boat before besides a cruise ship, so that was kind of cool. We Ubered, we taxied, you know, the typical things you do in New York. I spent some time shopping at Steve Madden. I grabbed some really cool boots that I am absolutely in love with. But Steve Madden is like by far amazing. I also, gosh, I did so much. I stayed out in Tribeca. That's where my hotel was. So the experience there was phenomenal. Being able to be in the mecca of where a lot of the things happen at, not being too far from everything, of course, walking distance. And so everything there was really cool, seeing the different street style and the different people, and experiencing those things were really cool. Definitely amazing for me. Oh, H&M. I stopped at H&M. I grabbed a couple cool pieces. You guys will love them. It's some things that I don't think we've seen just yet, but it's coming. I stopped into the local H&M here in San Antonio, and I actually saw one of the dresses that I grabbed from New York. So I was very excited that we actually have some of the same pieces, because my last trip to New York 2 years ago, we did not get some of the things into the local store, nor did it hit online that I purchased in New York City. So glad to see that they are trickling some of those styles down here to the small, big city of San Antonio. And so the big news is I was able to attend 2 fashion shows. If you know anything about New York Fashion Week, you can't just attend a show. You have to be invited. In some cases, like I did get an invitation to purchase an ability to have the full out experience from morning to evening and attend one show, and we're talking $1,800 for the basics. So average people like me, I just don't want to spend $1,800 for that. So I was fortunate enough, a coworker of mine introduced me to his brother who works in New York City, and he handles the lighting for a lot of the exclusive shows. He hooked me up with another guy, a friend of his, who actually got me into a land use show. So the first layout of fashion show that I'm showing you all is going to be from the land use show. The pieces were phenomenal. I was really intrigued by all of the really cool mules that are out now. I grabbed a pair from J. Crew probably like a month and a half ago. They're gold, really cool shoes. Not extremely comfortable, but they're good for walking short distances. I wouldn't use it if I'm a tourist hanging out in New Orleans or somewhere like that, but the shoe's really trendy. It's really cute. Anything gold, of course, matches and makes everything pop. So it makes my cream looks pop very, very well. So I like it. I like it a lot. And the second show that I was fortunate enough to attend was the Marc Jacobs show. Now that show was like phenomenal. Oh my God, it was in this huge, huge building. Just so much space, and the models had to walk this really long path inside of this building because it was so huge. It was just phenomenal. I mean, the Hyatt girls were there. They modeled. Kendall Jenner modeled for Marc Jacobs. I was able to see celebrities, Nicki Minaj, Miss J, Anna Wintour. Like I mentioned, Kendall Jenner. Goodness gracious, like so many people were vibing at this show. It was super duper duper cool. And to knock it off and make it even better for me, there were paparazzi taking my photo. Like, wait, me? Pose? What? Vote for you? Oh my God, it was amazing because I would have never expected to feel like a model in New York City. Like, I get it a lot in San Antonio. I hear it when I'm in Louisiana. But to be in the mecca of fashion in the U.S. and they're like, chick, pose. We want to take a picture of you. Like, whoa, what? I just wish I knew what the pictures were, right? That would definitely make life that much easier. But it was pretty cool. Definitely a dynamic experience. Made me want to dive into wanting to be a model for like this long because, I'm not really that interested. But I do like being on the front end where I can actually see what's going on after everything is put together. I even was able to hang out for the Marc Jacobs show before the show happened and see the models getting dressed, the models in their element, taking photos, enjoying one another's attention and time, as well as hang out after the show ended to see how everything unfolds when they're undressing and getting prepared to take off and head on to their daily lives. So that's so much excitement. I'm so happy to be able to share it. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2 shows that I attended. Just know that the footage is not all super amazing because During the Marc Jacobs show, it was absolute total silence. Let me tell you, I was completely worried that I might drop my cell phone as I tried to capture this video. It was definitely different from what I'm used to at a fashion show, but it was really cool. It allowed you to actually focus on the pieces and really appreciate the designs and all of the creativity. Now, he did end the show with a bang, and you'll hear shortly exactly what type of music was chosen. My favorite part of this entire collection was definitely the headpieces that were chosen. Those were phenomenal, and I absolutely love them.